Myself, Sanjay Rich, a member of Focus Group, and I'm going to demonstrate the web application design for the collaboration tool that we developed as a group. My other group members are Jeremy Teo, Mr. Pramod Bhatia, Jingming Chen, and Privilege. To develop this application, we found that there are various rules according to which we can proceed with this application. There was a user gathering requirement phase, there was the modeling phase, a documentation phase, the implementation phase, and finally the presentation phase where we actually communicate our design. So in this way, the whole web application was divided into various parts and all of the group members coordinated with each other. In order to have a robust and a flexible design, it should meet all the user requirements. So in order to capture the user requirements, we use the use case diagrams. The use case diagrams consist of actors, means all the participants of that particular application and what actions they perform with that application. This is the use case diagram for the online collaboration tool. First of all, considering the users, we have two types of users. One is the registered user and the second is the non-registered user. In case of non-registered user, he can just perform search comments and create an account, while the registered user has a lot number of other operations to perform, like he can add or delete comments, he can report abuse, he can manage friends, and similarly there is an admin user who can manage the existing registered users. The hardest part about an object-oriented design is decomposing the system into various objects. This task is difficult because many factors come into play, like dependency, reusability, encapsulation, and so on. So in order to decompose the system into various objects, we need to make class diagrams. The first main class in the class diagram is the account class, which is further extended into admin and the user class. That is where implementing inheritance here. As we know, we have two types of user in a class diagram. Further, the user class makes a composition aggregation relationship with the comments class. As for every user, there can be 0 to n number of comments. If we see this closely, we can find that we have used the chain of responsibility design pattern. In chain of responsibility design pattern, the request made by the user is further diverted to various classes, as we are doing in this case also. If we want to do some actions regarding comments, then the object for comment class is generated. And similarly, if we want to do some for friends, then a user list object is created. Similarly, in case of login also, if a user has to log in, the validations are done by using the validation class. Let's consider one of the classes. Let's take the user class only. Whenever a user class is generated, the constructor for that user class is triggered, which further sends the information to its superclass, that is the account class. As you can see, the variables of the account class, or also called the data members, are all private and all the functions are public. This validates the concept of encapsulation, in which we are hiding all the variables and the data to the user. We can see that in case of search friends, we have two similar functions of the same name. So we are implementing polymorphism here. In this case, during the runtime, the interpreter will evaluate which function to be called. For example, if for search friends the user has provided only the name, then this particular